Hey everyone, Eggman here with another video, and today we have another gameplay match for OP04. We've got Brian from Stage 0 on Issho on the left, and myself on the purple-yellow croc from the set as well on the right. So we're going to see who ends up going first, and I got a big old 12 right there, so probably me gets the side. Yeah, Brian just rolls a 5 on one dice, like, you got it. So, but I really enjoy both these leaders. This Crocodile has been one of my favorite for sure, and we're going to jump on into it. So I'm keeping my opening hand. Brian's like, nah, we're going to reset, and we're going to start off there. So I'm going to decide to go first there, just draw a card and pass. Brian's going to go second, play the Bonnie, not use the effect, and pass back to me. I'm going to put one Dawn underneath leader, swing 6k, going down to 3 life for Brian, and we're going to play the Miss Valentine, which lets us look top 5 for Brooksworks. Got a Mr. 3 from the top, and passing it back to Brian there. All right, and so looks at the beginning plays of happening. Are looking at the Bonnie top 5 for deck for a Supernova, and no hits there. We love to see it, and very nice for us. Going to swing 7k with Issho going down to 3, and then at the end of turn using the Issho effect to restand. And then we have the Missile Sunday, which essentially with this leader it gets to get a Dawn back, but it's Dawn -2 from play. We didn't have 6 Dawn open, so we didn't get the draw, but a free 5k on the board is pretty nice in this leader. So swinging with 5k and then 5k with leader again, going down to 2 life is Brian, and then we're going to play a second Missile Sunday. We will have 6 Dawn when we play it, so we get to draw a card and go from there. All right, and Brian's going up to their 6 Dawn turn. And let's see what the decision is for them here. So obviously we've gotten a lot of board advantage on the right here for Crocodile, but it looks like just using Bonnie again, looking at top 5 again, and deciding on something there. Looks like it's going to be the Killer. Going to add that to hand, and then using a 5k swing at my Missile Sunday, using a Brule to counter out, and then playing the Trafalgar Law to get the Bonnie back to hand, playing a Fukuro, which is a really nice blocker there for them. And being able to play it for free is really nice off the Bonnie, and then passing it back to me there. So we're going to start off with a 5k swing with our Missile Sunday, get a 1k out, another swing there with the Kobe, and then it's going to do a 5k with the Valentine, and then finally a 7k with their leader. So going down to 1 life, and honestly, like, we're playing the Mr. 3 as well, but I'm not finding a lot of my top end for this one, unfortunately, which, there is a lot that can exist for it, but we're not really seeing it there. But it looks like Brian's going to start off with doing a 7k swing on the Missile Sunday, and I believe we're going to try to do the Mr. 3 effect. Yeah, we're going to use the Mr. 3 effect, Dawn -1 to give the -1k to the Trafalgar Law for the turn, and then also we get a Dawn open with the leader effect since we lost something, lost a Dawn on our opponent's turn. So now it looks like a 7k swing. We're going to use Blast Breath. We will have to lose that Dawn there for that one since we already used the leader effect. They're going to play the Borsalino and then pass right back to us there. So again, I would love to see some kind of top end, but we're not seeing it quite yet. And I think we're just going to start swinging. So 9k with our leader there. And I think, like, most of the thing is I don't want to swing out with these cards because I'd rather them hit into my life than hit into some of my my character cards. All right, another 9k swing there. And we're going to get the block and then pass it right back to Brian. So yeah, again, with 3 life, there might be some good resources in that life that I want, especially since Crocodile can heal in this, with the deck. So that's really nice. And full 10 Dawn for Brian here, deciding on what they want to do. They're going to swing into the Missile Sunday. I'm going to be okay with that. And then some decisions there. They're going to play the 8-drop Eustace Kid. Quite a terror. It is a little bit more removed, but if it is able to stick, as always, there are a lot of value you can get from it. Putting down the Killer with the effect, we're going to immediately answer it the Katakuri, put it in life, go up to 2 for Brian, but get that removed, which is great because otherwise there are 3 blockers there and a good healthy amount of cards in hand for Brian, and not being able to, he would have been able to protect that 8-drop pretty well otherwise. So going back to Brian there. And we're going to see what happens there. After some long decision, he decides, starting off with a 7k swing at me. I'm going to take that gladly, going down to 2. There's a lot of good triggers and cards that can be in that life, so I'm usually okay with taking a couple cards from it. And looks like we're going to be swinging with now a 7k. All right, going to take that as well. And then going to play a Garp. So really great card for the Issho leader. Being able to use the effect and then restand it is great. So going to use the effect to get rid of my Missile Sunday with the combination of the Issho -1. So it's a 4 cost, and go from there, restand the Law blocker with the leader effect, and then pass it right back to me. All right, so 6k at the Garp there. And we're going to use a 2k, get rid of it. We're going to try 8k. We're going to use the Killer blocker to draw a card and get the block once again. And it looks again like this Miss Valentine's going to swing again at this Garp. Big 6K. Finally get rid of it. Only 2 cards left in hand for Brian, so we can kind of starve those resources. 5K swing, or sorry, 6K swing with the Mr. 3, and then another Mr. 3 to pass the turn. So again, like I definitely would want to see some of my top end, but we're not seeing it exactly at the right time. So it's going to be a 7K swing at the Mr. 3. We're going to use the effect of him before he loses, goes away. So we will give the -1 to the Trafalgar Law for the turn. And get a Dawn open now so we can use arrows or blast breaths if needed. All right, and then playing another 8-drop kid. Again, we don't have a lot of ways to protect it besides these 3 blockers, but that is not too bad. So Dawn underneath it, so we will have to attack into it if we need to, attack anywhere. Luckily, we do have this Katakuri, which has been able to survive this long, which is quite nice. So 10K there, probably going to get the block out of the way with beige. Yep, that's going to be the case. Looks like we're going to swing just 9K into it with the Crocodile. 2 cards in hand to get the 2K out, and they're going to play the Sanji blocker from there, which obviously we want that in life more of the time, but a 5K blocker that also can swing is generally pretty good too. So looking back at 10, made some decisions deciding, okay, put Dawn underneath 8-drop because we know that has to happen, and then we're going to swing a big 9K with the Trafalgar Law. I'm going to guess this goes into life. Yeah, it goes into life, and then we find another Sanji, so we're going to discard a card. We're going to discard an arrow to bring him on out. And then we're going to do, swing with the 9-drop. So we're going to use the effect the Mr. 3 to give the -1. So now this is just an 8K swing going in, and then we're going to use Blast Breath to get out of it too. So another 9K to 8K, and then 5K we're going to swing there again to get a beige out, and then another Trafalgar Law, and I think 1 card in hand, and passing it back to me. So no cards in life, but I do have 2 blockers and a good amount of attackers there. So let's see what the decision for this turn is. All right, going to keep it simple, just an 8K swing into that Eustace kid. All right, going to get the block out. I think, yeah, another 8K swing there. 1 card in hand once again. All right, going to get the block there, keeping the Borsalino around. Is a little bit harder to get rid of. And then I know that I have like a 7-drop Charlotte Linlin in hand that I could be playing right now, but I feel like that might be a little bit dangerous. And then they're probably just going to take, hit their own life and then pretend, try to go in for game with, 3 big swings with, I do have 2 blockers out, but it's just a big decision for me. So we're going to see, end up just going to swing with the Mr. 3 instead. And I'm going to get the block with the Borsalino. So that feels pretty good for me. And they're going to go into their next turn. 1 life, we know it's an 8-drop kid, so that means it does nothing for them for that. We're going to have a 9K swing at assumedly leader. And Blast Breath, get the Dawn back for that, and then just use the Mr. 3 effect to get out of it. So again, I really do like this Mr. 3. I think it gets like a lot of free value. It technically counts as like a card draw because it gets like a +1K on a lot of counters, and like is some good blocking. So 2K out of the swing there, and I think this should be it. I end up drawing, I believe, an 8-drop Crocodile as well. So I have all these like, who do I want to play? How much Dawn do I have available? But I think the math should be pretty good if we get there. So immediately 8K swing there in the first one, 8K swing into the second one, get the 2K out. And then the math should be there. Yeah, so 5K or 8K with there, and then we should be able to get 2 swings to get out of it. And there's my hand there. I did have the 8-drop Croc just off the top deck, which, again, if I saw it earlier, I think it would have been a little bit stronger, but we were able to get there anyways. So that's going to be it for us. Thank you guys for watching. Again, make sure to watch Brian on Stage 0 for their gameplay and their content as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what other decks and other gameplay you guys want to see, and that's going to be it for this one. So again, thank you, and I'll catch you all next time.